MegaPodTastic.
Good morning, MegaPodlings. It's Krazy Joe, and this site may look familiar if you've been a long-time viewer. I used to shoot a lot of videos in this parking lot. This is the building I used to work in, and guess what? Today is the 1-year anniversary of the day I was laid off. 1 year ago today, my car was pulled up at that curb. I brought a hand truck out, and I loaded up all the items from my desk into my car with an uncertain future, not knowing what was going to happen. 1 year ago today. There's the geese in the pond. Many, many days we saw these geese in this pond as I took my walk, and I brought you along with me. I think it's very, very, very important to remember the words of Rocky Balboa in the 2006 movie Rocky Balboa, which is my favorite of the Rocky sequels. He had the great quote, "It's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done." Well, over the past decade or so, I've gotten hit hard many, many times. There was moving cross country for my wife's health from Philadelphia to Arizona, having to find work and make it in a city that I didn't know anyone. Made friends there. I got into podcasting there. Slice of Sci-Fi, it all started there. My podcasting career began because of that cross-country move. But still, moving cross-country, not knowing anyone, wasn't easy. That was a hit. My marriage falling apart, me having to move home, that was a hit. But like Rocky said, kept moving forward. I went through a divorce, kept moving forward, watched my dad get very, very sick, eventually pass away. That was one of the hardest years of my life. And 1 year ago today, in this building, I got hit hard again when I lost a job that I held for 10 years. Now here's the thing, it's very, very important in life to remember you do have to move forward. You cannot dwell on the past. You gotta keep going. You gotta find the next thing. And I did. Things have been very, very good. Since October, things have been very good. I have a good job, and this channel has certainly grown. Some of you may not have even been viewing a year ago today. When I did a live stream, I believe I did a live stream March 1st, 2019, the day after my layoff. We were at the bar. I was talking about it. I was laying my soul bare. A lot of you may have been there. A lot of you may not have, because the channel has grown since then. And to those of you who are new, this route we're walking on, this was a regular fixture on this channel a year ago. We used to take this walk all the time. So it's important to move forward, but it's also important not to forget the past, because there's a lot of lessons in the past. Lessons on how to improve yourself. You know, you look back, you say, who was I a year ago? Who was I 2 years ago? Who was I 10 years ago? You just keep improving. And I thought, because getting laid off from this job after 10 years was a major moment in my life, that it was important that we reflect and come back to these places one last time and just remember. I used to call this the Borg Cube, this sculpture there. I always referred to that as the Borg Cube. It used to be in many of my videos. So, this is probably the last video I will ever shoot in this area. And it's kind of amazing that I was able to do this, because with my work schedule, coming back to this site on a weekday is almost impossible. Just so happens I have a doctor's appointment today, so I'm leaving my job to go to the doctor, and I had just enough time to kill to stop by, take the old walk one last time. This is obviously a pop culture channel. We talk movies, we talk TV, comics, toys, pop culture, right? So this video, a little bit off brand, but seeing as so many of you have been there this past year and were there on March 1st, 2019 when I did that live stream, and have given me so much support over the past year, I thought this was the kind of video we should do. That building back there, that represents my past. That part of my life is over, and it's okay. Things are good now. I got a great job, great coworkers. Life is good. Life was not good for a little while, but life got good again because you keep moving forward. It's what you got to do. And who knows? Maybe someday I'll work here again. You never know. You don't know what the future holds. I certainly didn't expect that today I would be in another job. I've been in this job for 10 years. I didn't think I was going anywhere. But life hits you with a curveball, you know? I guess that's kind of a sports analogy. I don't really know my sports analogies, but I guess that's kind of a sports analogy. Every now and then, a curve hits you. You don't see it coming. And you got to go with it. And who knows? Maybe the future will bring me back here someday, but I doubt it. And it certainly won't be anytime soon. But in the meantime, I want to thank every one of you for your support. I want to thank every one of you for being there this past year. And through podcasting and eventually through YouTube, through all these outlets, I have made some wonderful friends. And that's why we do it. That's why we do it. That is a wise man on YouTube. I won't drop his name, but a wise man on YouTube once told me that that's the blessing. The blessing is that when you're on YouTube, people are your friends. Because you may not know them, but they know you. Because they watch. They may not comment, they may not say anything, but they watch. And then when you meet them, there's already a connection there. And it's like a friendship exists already. And that is the blessing. That is what I was told. And I believe it. So, again, this is just a moment to reflect. Reflect on the past. Eyes on the future. And in the words of Rocky Balboa, keep moving forward, which is what we will continue to do. Don't worry. This kind of reflective moment, this isn't the norm for this channel. This won't be the norm for this channel. Starting tomorrow, we'll get back to pop culture. I got some videos dropping. Another Mill Creek release we're going to look at. We're going to talk about Star Trek Picard. And hopefully we'll have another movie review coming up because there's a movie opening this weekend I want to see. So, more pop culture is on the way. This is a one-time stop and reflect day. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your continued support. I appreciate it. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And last year was not the best year, but we're in a good place now, and the future looks bright. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander Adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.